Hey, it's Amber here. Hope that you're well. This is your reading Libra for October 2018. I probably should wait for people to join the reading, but I'm just raring to go. Hope you don't mind the classical music in the background, but I love music, as do most people. And just have a bit of sound in the background, just kind of, I don't know, works for me. So Libra, I've been shuffling the cards for about 5 minutes now, contemplating on what your partner feels about you, what you need to know about your partner, what your partner's intentions are for you for the month of October. So I'm going to go ahead and lay some cards out for you. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can't hear me. I feel like I'm talking really quietly. Maybe it's the music's too loud. Okay. Okay, so Libra, October 2018. Hopefully you're all well. Okay, so essentially we've got the Four of Swords, we've got the Sun card, another Four, so there's some stability here. We've then got the Knight of Swords, which is your card. And we've got the Queen of Swords, which is your card as well. I'm going to go ahead and clarify these. Yeah, okay, so... Okay, so base of the deck, we've got the High Priestess. So lesson for this month is to listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition, maybe be more receptive, take less action. Instead, be more receptive, be willing to receive, listen to the messages that are coming to you, follow your gut instinct, listen to your body. That will provide you with a lot of clarity, hopefully this month, lessons, and good things. Okay, so essentially we have for your partner the Four of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Coins. So this tells me that with this Four of Swords, that there maybe have been a breakdown in communication, especially being clarified by the Seven of Coins. This person may feel that there's no point in talking, that their words are wasted, that there's nothing maybe left to talk about, possibly. With the Seven of Coins here, this person feels like they've invested something in the relationship, or invested time and money, or just time and effort and energy into the relationship, and maybe it hasn't really paid off. And they may be considering an alternative, maybe looking to see, hi Simba, they may be thinking of alternatives with the Seven of Coins here. This is someone who's considering other options, who's at a decision point as to whether or not they want to continue down this road with you or not. With the Four of Swords, this person obviously feels they need to take time out to reach that decision. Okay, so in the past, we've had the Four of Wands, clarified by the Eon card. So the Eon card in this deck is also known as the Judgment card in other decks. So again, this does talk about endings or completion, especially with the Four of Wands. So this person may have felt like that you guys had come to the end of the road in some way, or a decision again needed to have been made in the near past. They may have wanted to kind of open up to you, let you know how they feel. Maybe there's some sort of truth that has come out, which has caused some sort of completion, which has caused a standstill, which has caused this decision point to come about. But something's come out in the near past. It could have been to do with family. It could be a fire sign that you're seeing at the moment. It could have been at a celebration. It could have been even that this person could have possibly popped the question to you. Hi there, BB Visions. Because this would be a celebration as well. So it could be that this person has popped the question to you, kind of, as I said, let something out of the bag. But maybe, you know, we've got you here with the Seven of Swords. Maybe you didn't give them a very positive answer. Maybe you haven't given them an answer yet. Maybe you were still very undecided. You didn't know. So you may have kind of like ducked out. You could have just avoided the situation. And I think it's left this person feeling like, well, what was all that for? Why did I bother even saying anything? Why did I bother to open myself up and let you know how I feel, if nothing's going to come of it? You maybe just don't feel as attached to this person. You may, in the past, have felt maybe more detached. Maybe your partner felt very, felt like you guys were going somewhere, that, you know, things were really great, that they'd met someone that they felt that they could possibly build something with there being so many falls here as well. But now they're at a state where they're like, okay, they need to reflect, and they're like, maybe I can't build here. Maybe I need to do something different in the relationship. But they definitely came out with something, and it seems to have changed everything. It's taken the relationship down a new path. But it looks like in the past, and even centrally here, we've got you as the Hermit card. You're very much trying to just, you know, go within, see what it is that you really want. With the Hermit card, it's also known as the Shining Light card, looking within, being on your own, meditation. So you may be kind of considering, what is your guiding light? What is your truth? Does this really work for you? Is this person really for you? That's what you could be. That's what you could be deliberating right now. With it being the Hermit card, this is a very big thing for you. You are really considering whether or not this person actually even fits really into your life and the path that you've chosen. For instance, with the Hermit card, it asks you to be grounded. So you may have been carried away, like maybe things are really great, and like this person's like, yeah, this is really great, having a great time. You really care, or, you know, seemingly really cared for each other, having a lot of fun together. A lot of excitement here with the Four of Wands as well, a lot of passion. It may have been very brand new as well, like a brand new love, a very pure love, like almost like a friendship type family kind of connection, where you guys really, maybe really bonded, you know. But you kind of maybe don't want things to move so fast. You maybe want some more information. You may have been kind of along for the ride kind of thing, just enjoying the moment. And now suddenly this person wants things to be serious, and maybe you're not quite ready for that. But it has kind of made you now think, okay, so what do I really want? And it's made you kind of become grounded. So things might be very fun. I mean, with the Seven of Swords as well, it could be that you weren't even really committed or felt committed to this person. You know, you might have kind of wanted your freedom a little bit. You didn't want anything to pin you down. But this person is taking things seriously. And it could be in Aries that you're seeing. With you being a Libra, though, it's quite possible that you are attracted to someone that is your complete opposite, that is an Aries. Okay, so this person's motives is the Sun card. They want clarity. They want it all to come out in the wash. And they obviously, with the Sun card, want union with you. They want things to, you know, they want things to be bright again. They want the bright side of life. They want that fun. They want that energy. I think they really enjoyed your company. There's two little people here, you know, dancing away. I don't know if you guys had a lot of fun times together, shared a lot of happy memories. But their intentions at the moment is to clarify things. They want the truth. They're hoping that things get better as well with the Sun card. They're hoping that the truth that is revealed is a positive, like positive information. With it being clarified by the Knight of Discs here. Sorry, Prince of Discs, but the Knight of Discs in other decks. It talks about commitment as well, I feel. This person, again, wants a grounded, real, they want reality. They want a plan. They want something real. They want something that they can work with. They want something that they can invest in. They are thinking quite long term, I think, for them. They're looking possibly for their soulmate with the Sun card here as well. They are looking for something long term with a soulmate. And they ultimately just want clarity. They want things to be clear. But I think they had a lot of fun with you, had a lot of good times. So you have the Three of Cups for your intentions. So your intentions, again, could be trying to reconnect with this person or bond with this person. But the Three of Cups also talks about someone who wants that freedom again, that wants things to be lighthearted and to be friends rather than like this deep, everlasting connection. Possibly you maybe just want to maybe still take things slow, want to have fun, possibly still see other people, with the three being here. You maybe want to talk to this person. Like you want to connect with them, but I just don't think you want this heavy thing right now. Maybe because you're going through your own internal kind of kind of moment where you're trying to see clarity yourself within yourself. So maybe you're not really ready to kind of share your life with someone until you know exactly where you're going. So you still want to be connected to them. You still want to have fun. There was a lot of fun that you guys had, but you maybe want to keep things light. You know, this is also got the sign of Mercury here, right here. And Mercury is, you know, is represented by, is it Hermes? Anyway, well, Mercury itself, the god of Mercury, you know, has wings and he's always fluttering about, sending messages everywhere. You know, so you want the communication, but you just don't want it to be grounded. Maybe you don't want it to be this serious relationship right now because you are still maybe trying to figure things out for yourself in some way. But you're trying to become more grounded, it seems, with the Hermit card. So their intentions is the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Death card. Okay. So this person could be a Scorpio that you're seeing or an Aries. Their intentions is possibly to, they're quite decided, I feel, about what they want. They may be willing to, you know, they may want to talk to you. They may want to keep communication lines open with you. They may think that they can talk you around. They may realize that you're someone who needs to be talked around. You know, you being a Libra, an air sign, like you need that communication. The Knight of Swords in this deck is also the King of Swords in other decks. And the King of Swords is someone who can be quite strategic, can be maybe a little bit calculating, or possibly even manipulative. Babies manipulate people too. So like when I say manipulative, it's not like the terrible evil thing that I'm referring to, but just maybe this person that you're seeing just understands that there's a certain things they need to do. And that's might be why they're kind of re-strategizing, get the word out, here with the Seven of Coins, where they're kind of rethinking. They're going with the Four of Swords and they're kind of contemplating and rethinking, okay, so this hasn't worked so far with this person. Like what I've done so far hasn't worked. So they may be thinking about using their head a lot more in this game. And it is the game of love, as they say. And with the Death card here is like a complete turnaround. They could be really, I mean, it's quite a ruthless card as well. I see the Death card is quite a ruthless energy. It doesn't take any prisoners. This person is quite determined, I feel, to be with you. And they're willing possibly to do whatever it takes. So I wouldn't caution you, but I do feel like kind of caution you a little bit. This person is willing to say what needs to be said, play the game if they need to, be ruthless. They want what they want. But as well with the death card here, it shows me that this person, you know, is also willing to completely change their approach with you, and take a completely new approach, and they're going to be more strategic. So, you know, when they're talking to you, they could be asking you lots of questions to figure out what you like, what you don't like, who you are. You know when they say be careful, like if you are on a date and the person says, okay, so what's the ideal guy for you? What's the ideal girl for you? That question seems like a very innocent question, but it's been said that if you tell everyone, or tell that person everything that you want, they can just be a chameleon and become that person to get with you. So that's why I feel there's a bit of caution. And also with the King of Swords, there's always going to be a bit of caution, because this person is not really operating from a complete kind of heart space. This person is calculated, and you are to use your intuition. That's your lesson this month, is to listen, not to act this month, but to see everything that's going on. Don't get carried away. So try and be as grounded as you can and really see things for what they are, rather than maybe what you want to see in this situation. You've got the 3 of coins for your intentions. So your intentions is to try and make this work. Like you don't really want, I think, to let go of the relationship. You want to kind of you want to still work with it. You don't want maybe everything this person wants, but you're willing to compromise. You're willing to meet them halfway in some way. So maybe they want, for instance, marriage or engagement, but maybe you still kind of want to be dating them. You want to kind of not have to end the relationship completely, but to maybe just continue to date them and try to kind of work with them, continue to talk about the future, continue to talk about the possibilities of marriage, if that's the case. Or continue to talk about their wants and needs or desires for the relationship, but not maybe fully commit to them. You kind of still want that room. Again, this might have something to do, you may have another commitment somewhere. Maybe your commitment is to yourself. Maybe you've got plans for your life. Maybe you've got a job, or that you're trying to pursue, a career you're trying to pursue, whatever it is. It's like you may be not ready to really solely give everything to this person, and you may feel a bit stretched, but you don't want to let this go, I don't think. You want to try and make it work as best you can without completely having to compromise everything that you want as well. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so in the near future, we've got your partner feeling the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Moon card. These are like really 2 very opposite energies. This is very confusing, kind of watery, vague energy, and this is a very clear-cut energy, which takes no prisoners. We have got the King and the Queen show up, so it looks like you guys may be a good match. This person does really like you. There is something there. You do have a meeting of minds. You do kind of get each other, I think. But your partner in the near future is, again, looking for clarity. They feel quite fearful in the future as well, very defensive. And they may come to a point where if they don't get a clear answer from you, they may just want to end it. They may just be like, you know what, I can't kind of sit on the fence on this. I need like a clear-cut decision. So if I don't get that, then, you know, I'm going to just end it. I'm going to just do my own thing. Because they don't like feeling maybe rejected, or they don't like feeling in that spot where, as I said, you're kind of like undecided, like you want a bit of everything, I think. Like you don't really maybe know exactly where you're going yet in some way. With the Hermit card here, you're still trying to ground yourself. I think you're trying to see the truth in a situation. they may run out of patience because it's making them insecure. And they will start to become defensive towards the end of the month. But really, you know, with the moon card here, it is a major arcana. These insecurities that are coming up are theirs and theirs only. They have to, this is kind of a learning opportunity for them as well. To deal with their own issues that are coming up. It's not your fault, basically. Like, these fears they have are theirs, and you're not responsible for that. Like, you're not responsible for, you know, having to sacrifice whatever you want to do just so that they're more comfortable, as much as you might love them. Because ultimately, you know, you have to make sure that you're okay too, that you're happy too, that you're content. And you're willing to compromise, but I don't think you're willing to compromise everything. Like, you know, it has to work for everyone. That's your intentions. You want it to work for everyone, but this person may want it all, like all or nothing kind of energy. So that could be interpreted in so many ways, like so many things could be happening in your relationship. But yeah, that's the overall energy. So then we've got the 8 of Swords for how you feel. So you just feel stuck, like you come to the end of the month and you actually just feel like stuck. And that's why your lesson here is the High Priestess. So you may have many thoughts about the situation, many ideas, fears even. You may be thinking about things over and over and over, and you just can't seem to reach a decision about this. The High Priestess is here to say you don't have to overthink this. You just need to sit back as much as you can, ground yourself as much as you can, and really listen to, you know, what's happening within you as you're kind of going through this process. Like, if you feel unhappy, you need to hear that. You need to acknowledge that. If you are feeling, you know, if it's an insecurity that you have about relationships, you know, if that's what it is, you need to really listen to that and know that, sorry, I lost my words. But, you know, sometimes you can't find the words. I wish you could talk in pictures. It'd be so much easier. But, yeah, it's like you need to really listen to like your soul's voice, like listen to really what's going on within you. You know, these are like 2 very central cards for you, and they're all about kind of going within, being receptive, taking less action, being on your own, reconnecting to your inner voice as well. Because as I said, things may have been really fun and like, you know, you may have got carried away, but now this person wants like maybe something more serious, or wants things to maybe become exclusive if they weren't. And you're being asked here to listen to your intuition when making that decision, nothing else. Because it looks like towards the end of the month, you will start to get a little bit stressed out. You won't know what to do. You won't know which way to turn. You're going to be because you're going from the 7 to the 8, from like ducking out and trying to avoid the issue, to then kind of getting even more maybe pressure to make a decision, but really not being able to. And I think this person with the Queen of Swords, as I said, will be like, he wants an answer. It's like either yes or no. He may give you, or she may give you an ultimatum, because he just feels really in the dark, and it's making them feel really insecure. Okay. So I'm sorry that wasn't like the super most clearest reading ever. It happens sometimes, but yeah, hopefully you can get something from that. And hi Toffee. Yeah, hopefully you can get something from that and that helps you. But yeah, ultimately your lesson is the High Priestess. So listen to your intuition, be receptive, don't take too much action without listening to your gut first, without listening to your inner voice first, because you're going to have a lot of like thoughts about the situation. But really, this isn't about your thoughts. This isn't about logic. The High Priestess is like, no, this is about whether or not you feel good about it or not. Whether or not it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel free. I mean, if you do want this freedom, you do want this room to maneuver, that might be really important for you. But this is really quite typical when I think about it. Like, you know, being a Libra, you maybe find it quite hard to make decisions because you want to make sure that everyone's happy. You want harmony. You know, you want everything to be happy. Like, you want everything, you know. You don't really want to have to make a choice. But you may have to possibly make a choice. But the way, I guess, and it is a 2 as well, which is very symbolic to Libra, being that Libra always, you know, very much corresponds to the number 2 and couples and, you know, 2s, the number 2. It could be saying here that that's the best advice for a Libran, really, is that if you can't make a decision, just listen to your gut. Try and be as grounded as possible, which I think is that's what you're trying to do. Yeah. So I'm seeing the comments. I need to know, from your view, if the soulmate is married and narcissistic, should we retreat from the connection? I think this person is a little bit ruthless. I did say there's some sort of warning that came up with the Knight and the Death card. It's like this person's very ruthless. They want what they want. The Death card could also be associated to control. This person definitely wants what they want. In terms of retreating, it does say here with High Priestess and the Hermit card that you will need time on your own. Don't allow this person to get into your head and start talking and saying things to you. And, you know, this person might have got you caught up by saying all the right things, like a narcissist would do. A narcissist would, oh, he's a Sag. Okay, well, he's a Sag. Yeah, there's nothing really here about Sagittarius, to be honest. Maybe their rising sign is like Aries or something, or Scorpio. Could also be earth energy, but nothing's come up for Sag, unfortunately, that I can see really that like jumps out. A lot of earth has come up though, but I think that could be something to do with you needing to be grounded. Oh, you're asking in general. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would say in answer to your first question, Toffee, that I feel that you may need to take some time out for yourself. This person is definitely taking some time out to retreat. Yeah, I feel that you should. I feel that you definitely should. I don't think you should take any action. You need to listen to how you feel. If this person is narcissistic, they're saying all the right things to you to make you do whatever they want you to do. And you will, you'll get caught up, you'll get carried away, you will get confused. So you're being asked here to not compromise too much and to listen to your own voice, not all the things that are being said to you, not all the things that he's saying or she's saying, but to listen to your own inner guiding light. That's really important this month. Okay, so I'm going to just, we've got a card that's flown out. For Sagittarius, we have gifts. So Spirit's advice is gifts. I feel that this could be relating to somebody who may be giving you things. This is like gifts of smoke. Thanks, Toffee. It is. Am I saying that right, Toffee? I hope so. But there's like smoke in this gift. It's like it's not real. That's what I'm getting from that. That if this person possibly is giving you gifts, it may not be real. Or, as I said, this person could be very calculated and say and do all the right things to make you believe that this gift is real or is solid. But actually, it could be a lot of hot air. So you need to listen to your guiding light. This is also the Hermit card. Sorry, this card also represents like not being swayed by the world and what it shows you, but to listen to your own inner truth. For instance, we could be swayed and believe that having a Lamborghini and, you know, a 10-bedroom house with 6 bathrooms is the most important thing. And really the most important thing is probably family and, you know, a warm house and food on a daily basis. That's really what's important. And to, you know, become rich on the inside, that's actually what's important. But the world often will confuse us and tell us that the most important thing is to kind of get all these very expensive things. The Hermit card asks you to focus on what's real, focus on the reality of things, ground yourself, and figure out to you what's really important in terms of getting to your desires, your true desires. All right, let's pull some cards for Libra, October 2018. And their partner. Another card for that. Okay, so then we've got the obstacle is communication. You can have a lot of communication. The obstacle could be that this person isn't talking at the moment. But I just thought maybe there could also be just the wrong kind of communication. Maybe this person is saying things to you that's possibly not true or calculated. Okay. Then we've got what brings you together is the wallflower. So I don't know if you guys are quite isolated. Do you have a lot of alone time together? Are you both maybe loners a little bit? Have you spent a lot of alone time together? And that's what kind of brings you together. It could be that you're lonely, that brings you together. Like I said, this person brings excitement into your life. Maybe you feel this person really understands you, or, you know, and maybe they bring you out of your shell a little bit, or they're just fun to be around. Okay, so we've got the dark male for your lesson. So this is about a very attractive male, very seductive, you know. I mean, who unbuttons their shirts nowadays with a curly perm? Only a guy who's trying to be very seductive and, you know, deliberately trying to entice you, deliberately trying to be attractive, becoming the ideal man. I just get a feeling that there's that kind of thing going on at the moment. Then we've got for your partner's spiritual growth. So they are, I think possibly the way that you're dealing with it, because you're not maybe giving in so much to their attempts to try and move the relationship in the way that they want to. It's really kind of making them insecure, because maybe they're usually able to control situations, being a narcissistic type. And maybe you're just not really having it because you're so kind of non-committal. But actually it's forcing them to grow as an individual. Okay, then we've got gossip. So you see them as gossip. You see them maybe as always in your ear, talking, putting ideas in your head, possibly confusing you with the kind of information they're giving you. And they see you as destiny. So I think you are, especially with the spiritual growth card here, they do that you are raising a lot of real kind of fears in them or insecurities in them, possibly by the way that you're dealing with things. And they feel like this is destiny, like this has happened at the right time for them. They may feel very connected to you, you know. They could feel like you are that ideal type. Sometimes narcissists do go for a particular type. They will go for, you know, the type that I don't know, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. But they will go for the type that looks like they need or are missing something sometimes in their life. Or not even just that, but someone who's very nice. You know, Librans are very nice people usually. They like things, they like to get along, you know. So they could feel like you're just the right kind of person for them, you know. But then we've got open relationship as your lesson again. Keeping things open, not making a commitment. Then we've got freedom underneath that. So I think that you know, I think you are being told here, yes, to kind of keep your options open. Maybe don't go ahead and make the commitment. That person could have felt like by giving you a grand gesture and telling you in front of all of your friends that they love you and care about you or whatever, that you would have been like, oh, you know, just kind of fallen into their arms. But it looks like you actually were like, no, this is I don't want to be cornered or pinned down. Again, you don't maybe want to make a decision, a final decision, because you're a Libra and you kind of want that room to maneuver. And I think you're being advised here to go ahead and really consider that option. Consider that the option of maybe having an open relationship, or at least a relationship that makes you feel free. I mean, what makes you feel free in a relationship? You know, what is it? Figure that out, and that's the kind of relationship that maybe you should be going towards. But you need to listen to your intuition. This person may be putting pressure on you, and you just need to listen to what you really want to do. This is no one's decision but yours. And if you want an open relationship, that's completely up to you. If you want to retreat, for instance, and not make a commitment to this person, that's completely your choice. Don't feel pressured. This person could be very, very charming, very attractive. Everyone thinks that they're gorgeous, you know. But I think you're the one that's like, no, you know, and this person's like, okay. And they're having to kind of go through this kind of spiritual growth and yeah, and maybe hear no, maybe they don't hear no very often. But communication is an issue, it's an obstacle between you two. Maybe he's not listening or she's not listening well to you. You know, maybe you're not really hearing each other. But I think this person is trying to possibly put ideas into your head or making you confused. Okay, so we've got some cards here. Okay, so we've got leg up and we've got change in the wind. So yeah, change in the wind would be about you making a decision, I feel, to go one way or the other, to make that change. You may decide that you may have gone down one road and be like, actually, I'm going to come back down and take a left. Like, this is a complete change for you. There is a change in the wind for you. And you're free to make that change. Like, you're okay to make that change. It's okay to change your mind. And then we've got a leg up. So, you know, it could be saying here that you don't necessarily need to be this person to always help everyone or help this person. Like, you don't need to support this person or feel sorry for them, or feel that you need to be there for them and give up your own needs and wants because of that. So don't feel guilty. And that's a 7 again. So there's definitely a decision that you need to make. Okay. And then we've got truth be told. This is about your inner truth. And then we've got that the owl here with an open heart, with like little hearts fluttering out, or heart petals fluttering out. So I feel you're being advised here to listen to your heart. What is the truth? It is about wisdom as well, being wise, taking a mature approach to this. You have to take a mature approach, not to be carried away. Like I said, this person could be fun or bring a lot of fun and excitement into your life, but you have to ground yourself and be wise. Really get to the truth. We've got the owl here also standing on a mask. So where, when we enter into relationships, it is fun. We just go along with things and just have fun. And sometimes it can be a bit of a mask to maybe what we really feel, and who we really are. But this is like, take off the masks now. Who are you really? What do you really want in your relationships? And things have got serious now. Definitely for this person. They may want more than maybe you're willing to offer. So that was a really kind of all over the place kind of reading. But I hope that you got something from it. And if you have any questions, please do let me know. Leave some comments down below. Or get your own personal reading to actually go into your situation itself to get more clarity. You can email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com if you would like that. I keep saying I really get this like confused energy in the reading, like you're quite confused as to what you want to do, but actually it's going to be quite simple if you just listen to your own heart and really listen to what makes you happy in relationships, and really figure out what it is that you really want. But there is a change in the wind coming. You may be changing how you've done things all the time. Maybe you've always been nice. Things are changing. You don't always need to be that support. Always make other people happy. This is about you being real with yourself and not being this, maybe very likable person that kind of always wants things to kind of be in harmony, which is a beautiful thing, and we love Librans for it. But sometimes when you do that, you could be moving away from your truth. And the High Priestess is like, the lesson for you this month will be connecting to your inner truth and your inner guiding light. So yeah, hope that you enjoyed the reading. I really do hope you did, because it was a little bit confusing. But please do like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Again, if you'd like your own reading, email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to help. Yeah, placating the fools. Yeah, there seems to be something about. Sorry, thanks for that comment, Delta Dime. There seems to be something there about you not listening to your own wants and needs, and you need space, I feel, from this person. So yeah, hope that it helped, like I said. Yeah, cool. So okay, hi Shamaya, you're an Aquarius just watching. Cool. Are you dating a Libran? But yeah, I'm going to go ahead now and do the Scorpio reading for you guys. Oh, you're dating an Aquarius. Okay, cool. Just watching. Well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. I really do. So I'm going to come back on anyway. I'll try to go live more as much as I can, but it's just time. unfortunately, you know, I don't always have the time. I'm a busybody, things to do, and being pulled left to right sometimes. So, but yeah, I will definitely try. Oh, thank you, Shemail. Okay, I'm going to come back on anyway in a sec to do the Scorpio reading. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, bye.